So you've just left the transition area after your swim, you've hopped on your bike to start the first of your 3 bike laps. You're just going to turn left onto Denton Road now. Be aware this is not a closed road, there may be cars, and also if there's any cyclists coming doing their second lap, they may come flying in from the right hand side. You'll notice back there I cut the roundabout out. I did that to protect any of you who might get car sick watching this if I went round the roundabout in the normal fashion. This was filmed at 6:30 in the morning, so I was able to do that. There was no cars about, but please would you go round the roundabout in the recognised way. The lay-by on your left-hand side there has only got 1 car parked in it. On race day this might be busier, there may be people opening car doors and walking out in the road, so again watch out for hazards there. This is the flat part of the course. The river wharf is just on the other side of the trees to the right there. You'll actually get to do 3 loops of this on the bike, and then finally you'll do a single loop as a run. So by the end of the day you will get to know this section of road fairly well. You're just approaching the turn left onto Carter's Lane. There will be a marshal stood on this corner on the day, so they'll make it fairly clear. This is where the going starts to get a little bit tougher. There's about a mile of uphill ahead of you. There's some nice views on the left hand side, so if you don't get to see them the first time round, make sure on one of the other laps that you have a little look around and take in the scenery. Again, this road will be open to traffic on race day, so do watch out for cars coming down. There won't be that many, but you may meet a car on one of the blind bends, so make sure you stick to your side of the road. As you can see, the road's got a little bit narrower now, and the tarmac does begin to break up a little bit, so it's a little bit more bumpy for this next section. So approaching is the left-hand turn down Curly Hill. You're now going to get a fairly fast, smooth descent to catch your breath. The road bisects a public footpath coming up, and there may be people walking the dogs, maybe not on leads, so do be aware of people crossing the road at this point. Hopefully the skip will have gone by race day. The slow in the road here means just that. You've got a very tight 90-degree bend. You're turning onto Middleton Avenue. Make sure you don't cross the white line in the middle. Again, this section of road, the tarmac's quite bumpy, so you might get jolted about a little bit. And as the red phone box approaches on the left hand side, you're going to make another fairly tight left hand turn back onto Denton Road. At this point there'll be a couple of marshals who will be taking numbers just to make sure your laps have been counted, so call your number out when you pass them. If this was bike lap 1 or 2 you'd be going straight on here, but if it was your 3rd bike lap you're going to do as I'm doing here, and you'll be turning back heading towards transition. Hope this has been useful. Have a good race.